and then you live for one name and you stay with that name for the rest of the life and keep making sure that name lives forever. Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome. We still see everybody there. Can everybody see me? Can you hear me? So I have a couple of questions. I will get them out of my way. Then we talk about next one. It's a chilly, but it's quite nice weather. Okay, so I have a question one. I think that came out of me talking about observing yourself, observing your thought. And somebody said, does isn't observing thought would create another thought and what to do after that? Is a question from Tanmay. I think he's a yoga teacher, and my friend Tanmay. Observation will only create a thought if you interact with it. If you analyze, if you judge, if you assess, that reason only will create a thought. Otherwise, there is unlikely to have a thought. And the witnessing, if you do not interact with the thought, that thought will resolve itself till the new thought arrives. There is not a time when you do not have a thought. It depends how long you can hold your awareness with that thought, or you can remain with that thought. So during even a meditation, you have a thought. Till that thought disappears, then you transcend into the space of oneness. You're using the thought as a vehicle to take you into a space of inner realm. Same principle applies when you're observing your thought, as long as you are not interacting. Interaction, analyzing the thought that you are having, will create a thought. But if other thought arrive, you observe that again, watch it. Observation is not engagement. Observation is you're just observing with neutral headspace, with a neutral mind, not the liking that thought or disliking that thought. We make biggest mistake when we meditate. Either we aim for a very, very high thought or something that you really want, or if any other thought that arrived, you believe it should not be there during meditation, you start fighting with it or try to deny with it. And that will not be a good practice to do. Personally, I will not recommend that. If the thought that you like comes, you want to hold it too long and would like to keep going further. And the thought that you don't like, you want to get rid of it as fast as possible. So in both cases, when you are meditating, make sure you do not like or dislike the thought. Remain totally neutral to it. The moment you can develop the neutral relation to your thought, you become very observant, you're witnessing the thought that is happening, you have detached yourself from it. Rather than practicing detachment, become neutral. The attachment will automatically happen. As long as you are trying to like, dislike, or hold on to something that you really would like it to happen, or project it, the attachment will not happen. So, Tanmay, I hope that helps you. And you ask question, what to do after that? Do the same thing you were doing with the previous thought. Observe it again. Till the next thought arrives, observe it again. So remain totally witness, like a way of Advaita. Every thought that you observe, watching, it is all Maya. You remain witness, and you just remain seer, not what you are seeing. Just be the seer. Next question, very small one I had. I heard from Killing Fox, I have heard that enjoyment should be secondary to discipline. What do you think about that? Isn't meditating is enjoyment? I find it quite very enjoyable to be in a state of meditation. When I'm practicing yoga, I am enjoying. Sometimes people practicing yoga or meditation, they have discipline, but they don't really enjoy. Bring the discipline and joy combined together. Make it one. Your discipline without love becomes only a duty. And love comes with enjoyment. So whatever, unless you are talking about addictive personalities, like sometimes depend how you define enjoyment. Some people get drunk, they find that enjoyment, and then they don't have discipline not to drink. Or some people find enjoyment during smoking, or doing something that should not be done, they find it quite enjoying. So discipline is not that you should not enjoy, but you should not be slave. If you're talking about that you have to be constantly fulfilling the desires of your senses, you no longer actually can enjoy it. You are not enjoying your senses at all. You have become slave to your senses. Your senses are enjoying you rather than you enjoying your senses. That's the difference. Once you have discipline, you can still have the enjoyment, but you enjoy your senses. But when you are only enjoying the enjoyment, that time your senses are enjoying you, you have no discipline, neither you actually exist at all. In that state, you do not actually exist. You have only an existence of an idea of you. So, enjoyment and discipline should be together. It depends how good and how healthy a relationship you have cultivated with your senses. I have a discipline, I go enjoy the nature sometime, but when I cannot enjoy the nature, I don't beat myself up. Similarly, lots of people have practiced discipline to yoga. If they miss a meditation for one day, they miss yoga for one day, they can't enjoy the rest of the day. That discipline can also be unhealthy for you. So, the training your mind and training your senses, as is said in Bhagavad Gita, Desa Kala Pravritti, aligning your awareness, your senses, your body to behave according to the circumstances, according to the time and the place where you are. If you can combine that, if you can align your nature with it, you will find a way to be in discipline, but also be in the joy of life, joy of being in the body. Unless you have transcended yourself into absolute awareness of self-truth, then when you have taken a sannyas or total renunciation of sense pleasure, basically become a monk. And then is a different story. I have one more question. How can asana enhances the physical health? Asanas are not physical exercise, point one. If you think asanas are exercise, we have a wrong understanding of yoga. Asanas are one element of yoga. Asanas purifies your body, purifies your channels. Asanas balances your kapha dosa, pitta dosa, and vata dosa, which is the three main forces in your body, regulating your entire body, which is, you can call it Ojas, Tejas, and Prana. Asanas making a great communication between amongst all those three energies in your body. Let's talk to completely physical level. Asanas allows your cellular level to communicate to each other. Your molecules can communicate with each other. Enhancing the prana level in your body, you feel more vitality, the head space, the physically space in the body. You feel less lethargic. It's stimulating your endocrine system. It's not a one single existence of your body that cannot be affected by the asana if done correctly. Remember the word I said. If it's done correctly, physically as well as with mental headspace and your energetic relationship to it. You're practicing asanas, but you are competing. It's not going to happen because you have to develop the awareness of self-acceptance. Once you develop the awareness of self-acceptance during the asana practice, you are likely to go a lot more further. You are developing a spiritual awareness. You are understanding your limitation of your existence as well as your body. That is already a benefit to the physical body. So you learning to know your limits. So once you know the limits of your body, you know the limits of your mind, you know the limits, how far you can extend your awareness or your physical body. When you're practicing asanas, it works on the digestive system, which is the main cause for many illnesses in the body. The biggest, most problems you have physically arrive from poor digestion system. Your digestive system affects your circulatory system, including respiratory system, your endocrine system, and then so on goes to your muscular structure as well as to your skeleton system get poor afterward. So if when you're practicing asanas, you are building a metabolism, you're building the immunity. And once you build that, your muscular system automatically getting vitalized. Your respiratory system is working to the maximum capacity as it can. No matter if you go to running, your respiratory system does not work same way as it works in asana practice. You may go for running, no problem. But when you have run, you are a good runner. have good stamina, good method, come to my yoga class. I make sure you don't fall on the floor in half-hour time. Not because of flexibility, it's stamina I'm talking about. Your mental stamina is poor. Your body gives up. You fight with the body when you do other sports, but in yoga, you should not fight with your body. You should accept your body. You should love your body. That's the difference. That's how it transforms your mind. That's how it transforms your relationship to your physical health, your relationship to your physical body. So, how can asana enhance your physical health? Many ways. You're developing the stronger ligaments because constantly using your muscular system and secondary muscles as well as the primary muscles during asana practice. Whereas other sports, you only end up using one form of muscles. So this is a topic I can talk on it for days, no problem. But if you like more questions about it, how it helps, maybe come to my yoga class and find out how it helps. What is an active meditation? Every meditation is active, depending on you how active you are witnessing. So if you are meditating and you are already passive, falling asleep, not alert, you are not meditating. I had a teacher once. He taught me active meditation. Even passive meditation was so active. Even what you call it passive meditation, sitting quietly and meditating, that meditation became so active, I cannot tell you. Because I was always attentive and alert to every single sound around me. I was very active because he used to hit me if I move. And if after some time, when he realized that I'm aware that I'm not going to move, he used to hit me without even me moving it. He said, it's creating a alertness. You cannot meditate if you are brain dead. You cannot meditate if you are passively sleeping. Your unconscious part is if you are having a daydreaming inside. You cannot meditate. Build alertness. You should be alert, attentive, awake. That's what meditation means, awakening. When you are awake, you are alert, you are attentive. Otherwise, you are walking in a street or completely eyes wide open. You are sleeping. You are not awake at all. You are physically awake, but not really awake. So that was his method. That was my biggest teaching I had. I was a teacher for a long period of time. And that's what some people say, that you are very hard when teaching asanas. My friend, when I close my eyes, I see a lot more. I can see everybody in the class what they're doing. Why? Because I am alert. You should be alert as well. Not fall asleep in meditation. Nothing should miss from you. What is happening in your unconscious and subconscious mind? That's how alert you should be. If you can bring that alertness to your mind, what is happening in your physical body existing, that will be a miracle, that you are witnessing yourself. You are witnessing your whole self, not parts of you, whatever you can see, but your whole self. Seeing that what your conscious mind can't see. That only possible if you are alert to every sensation that takes place in your body. Means you are doing active meditation. Otherwise, walking can become a good active meditation. Go for a good walk. Running can become a good active meditation. Zip your mouth up. If you don't have it, get a masking tape. Please be mindful. Don't suffer from any heart condition or a high blood pressure and low sugar. Don't tape it up. I will prefer not to breathe through your mouth when you are going for running. Maybe don't run too fast. Run slowly. Don't have your music in your ears. Take it away. Your heartbeats should be your music. The rhythm of your feet should be your music. But make sure when you are running, Your mouth is zipped up, completely closed. Breathe through your nostril only. And then it can become a very good active meditation, but if it's done properly. Don't try to run because you are running away from something or running to something. Run because you are enjoying every step of your body is making. Alert that much that you are aware your leg is moving, you are paying attention to the every step. The time your foot touches the ground, you are aware of it. The time your foot lifts off the ground, you are aware of it. Can become an active meditation. If not, we do a one Kriya. Just jumping up and down like a monkey, but alertness, awareness, which muscles in the body is shaking. That can become active meditation. So how active you are of your presence can be an active meditation. Even passive meditation can be active meditation. Even listening can become a very active meditation. If you are 100% listening to, not processing what you are listening, but just only listening. I have a next question. I give up easily. What makes me give up? And how can I break this behavior pattern? Only person knows that what makes you give up is you, my friend. But you give up easily, that is due to the poor self-esteem, poor fire inside the body, the not enough trust or fear of failure. When you always want to have everything glorified and positive, and success, you will very easily give up if you have a fear of failure. If you don't give up, what will be the last outcome? Maybe you don't succeed. Accepted what you have succeeded. That means you have not given up. And the point, how to break that behavior pattern, when you give up, go back again. I give you simple practice. Lie down in Savasana and count 100 to 0. Don't lie to yourself. The time you forget the number where you were, or any thought arrive in the middle, other than your breath and counting 100 to 0, you go back again to 100. See how long it takes you to make it. If you can make that, I guarantee you will break the pattern. But learn to be true, honest with yourself. But most people, when they're doing it, when something happened, they self-justify. It was just only a little thought. I just remembered what number it was. I know because I used to do it. I used to self-justify until the teacher said to me that how can you reach within 3 days to 100 to 0? Well, it took him a couple of years. Then I realized how much I was lying to myself in the practice. Because I want to get so badly to the 0. That was my success point. I have had complaint once. Somebody said, I don't like counting to 0. I like counting upward. It was a big banker. He said, I don't like number 0. Going down, I don't like it. I like going ascending number, not descending numbers. He had a fear of getting to 0. So that was his fear, even a counting a number in a meditation. So that many people can have a fear, and he easily gave up. He could not meditate. I only told him, only meditation I will teach you counting 100 to 0. He gave up meditating. He went for transcendental, who can teach him chant mantra and get happy. Not meditate, paralyze your mind. That will be good enough. So, my friend, how to break the behavior pattern, follow the practice I give it to you, I'm sure you will make it. Does the influence or does the intention behind an action, next question is, does the intention behind an action influence or create karma? Of course. Every action you do creates a karma. Even an intention behind an action or without any intention behind an action. Sometimes you have a conscious intention behind an action to do it, will create karma. Sometimes you're not even aware that you have intention to create karma. You're just doing an action that will create also karma. Karma is always part of it. As long as you are in the body, breathing, no matter you are hiding up in the cave, in the Himalayas or anywhere else, and sitting quietly, living, meditating 24/7, living in the nature, you are creating a karma. You are bound by karma as long as you are bound by the 5 elements and nature. Also, if we have intention to do something, but we do not do the action, does this still influence or create karma? Yes, unconsciously it does. It becomes a part of a subconscious pattern. And every karma will be influenced by that memory that called samskara. If you have intention, a thought to do an action or to some action, but you do not perform it, but your unconscious and subtle body still remembers it, it becomes a part of you. And that will start having influence on other actions revolving around it, or whenever you try to do action, you will have the intentional awareness of it. I hope that makes sense to you, but I don't know who the question came from, but it should be clear enough. What are the benefits of physical stillness? How we can experience stillness? Easiest way to experience the stillness, take a sankalpa, means self-oath, a self-promise or affirmation that I am staying still. Be difficult to start seated. You can do it laying down on your back. Make sure no pillow. Even you have a pillow, no problem. Cover your body and do not move your body at all. No matter what happens, do not move your body. That will be a very painful stillness. I know somebody who was practicing Oleg. He starts following the practice. Stillness to the point you can actually even hear the vibration inside your body. So when you're practicing physical stillness, when you can hear the complete silent echo, you can experience it. But practice how to do it. Lay in savasana, self-affirmation, not to move, even you having the best itchy of your life, like on your ear, on your nose, or your foot, and your hand, don't itch at all, don't move. Even you having pain in the back of your head, your bones start aching and throbbing, do not move at all. Because you have taken a sankalpa. And that sankalpa will create a willpower, stamina, and you can experience a stillness. Because you easily surrender very easy. You can't really experience it. What you think stillness is a imagination of stillness, but not experienced by the body. Zazen practice. My teacher I told you about who to hit me for not moving, that came from stillness. So the many practices you can do to practice stillness. I hope that have helped your practice and understanding. I have one more question from somebody who asked, I have got a question. Why is the ratio of 1:4:2 in pranayama not 2:4:6? If you do the factorization, 2:4:6 will become a 1:2:3. So no need for 2-4-6. The one you have is the ratio of 1-4-2 is the basic retention. Majority of people can hold the prana inside. When you hold your in-breath for 4 times longer of your in-breath, it reaching is stimulating the bottom of the lungs. When you're exhaling twice as long, will be very difficult sometimes. And maybe 1 or 2 breaths you can do it. After that, your heart rate increases. Your bottom of the lungs start getting stimulated. Your diaphragm start panicking. Your belly button starts throbbing. So you awaken the Brahma Prana. Awaken your entire endocrine system to stimulate it. Awaken your respiratory system. Awaken your circulatory system. That's what actually you need to create a ratio. So holding your in-breath 4 times will be essential part, and out-breath twice as long of your in-breath, but make sure when you inhale after that, you should not inhale more than every breath, whatever ratio you take, make sure you maintain the ratio with every breath. Let's say you do 10 minutes of that breathing pattern, maintain exactly the same ratio. Even you can take a bit more breath inside extra, do not take it. Similarly, with out breath, you can exhale a bit more longer. Do not exhale. See how much stimulation it creates to your pineal gland, your hypothalamus gland, how much alertness it brings into your body. You go almost into a stage of panic. So 2-4-6 will be 1-2-3. If you look the ratio of factorization in mathematics, if you divide by equal numbers, it will become a 1-2-3. So you want to exhale 3 times of your in-breath, is your call. But I will only recommend it 1-2 or 1-4-2 if you can. If not, just do 1-2-2. And if you start building the out breath retention, you do 1-2-2-1. Then you increase it down to a 1-2-2-2. Then you increase it again 1-4-2-1. They hold it shorter length period of time. Then you go 1-4-2-3. So you continue with that cycle pattern if you're practicing alternative nostril breathing or breathing normally through your both nostrils. Should be the same pattern of breath retention. The last week question, I'm running out of the time. What is Ojas? Ojas are pure essence element of your kapha in your body. Kapha prakriti, kapha nature. How to increase the kapha? You know, the turmeric creates the vitality, neem creates vitality in your body. And beyond that, you know, ghee, ghritam, nowadays everybody became a vegan. And because there is not good cow ghee is available. Ghee, if your body can digest and can process the ghee have a highest ojas ability. Your body, because it has a kapha, prakriti increases the kapha in the body and increases the metabolism in the body, your cellular level can communicate to each other. But what is ojas? The time your reproductive energy get transformed into an energy force in your body, that becomes a ojas. Ojas is an energy that reflecting through your body. Your eyes can reflect, your whole body is carrying the light, is ojas. The prana plays the major role into it. When you practice pranayama, it plays the major role to enhance or cultivate the ojas in your body. When you practice yoga, it helps you to cultivate the ojas in your body. So ojas is the vibration that you carry, the light you carry, the energy you carry in your body. So reflect through your face, even through your eyes, every sense of your body, even your touch will have a sensory awareness. Your touch will not be a gross touch once your ojas are awakened. Your speech will not be a speech that will go without a untruth. The moment you say it, it becomes the truth. That's what used to happen back in the days. When you get blessings, that was due to the ojas, because ojas was carrying the vibration that can transmit the awareness into yourself, what you call Sakti path as well. So ojas is a way to awaken your subtle body. Ojas is a way to awaken your chakras in your body. Without ojas, you cannot awaken your chakras, remember that. Without ojas, you cannot awaken the kundalini. I've seen a lot of kundalini say, my kundalini is awakened. They look like half dead. There is zero ojas at all. No tejas. Totally sex addict people say, my kundalini is awakened. Are kundalini is need ojas, need tejas. There is no vibration on your face at all. You look half dead, drug addict, sex addict, then my kundalini awaken. It's quite phenomenal nowadays, but I remember the Swami Vivekananda, Ramakrishna Paramhansa, their kundalini awakened. They always used to vibrate. You cannot stand in their presence for 5 minutes. Last person knew Nitai Gauranga. Nitai, Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, their kundalini awakened. They were dancing in ecstatic, full of joy. The body, every cell in the body is vibrating when the kundalini awakens, because you carry a ojas. And the ojas turns into a tejas, what you call it, hollow around your body. The glow that you carry. Your eyes are sparkling. You become magnetic. You become a charismatic. When ojas are awakened, you become a charismatic. No matter how well somebody can dress, how well somebody can speak, how well they can present themselves, how much qualification they have had. But you cannot create a magnetic ability and charismatic ability without the ojas and tejas. So if you want to develop it, start eating a ojas food. Practice yoga, meditation regularly. And the reproductive energy is very important to harness, not to be wasted. Meditation can do that for you. Yoga can do that for you. I was reading a little research. When you take neem, regular neem consumption, some of the people say when you take lots of neem, it can kill your sperm count and kills your reproductivity level. And that's exactly what happened when you're practicing pranayama and meditation. And I'm talking about when you're practicing, not in the path of process of practicing. All you're doing, you're transforming your sexual energy. You're into the ojas. When ojas happen, when your sperm, your reproductive energy start dying. They transform, not dying, transforming. Ojas comes after your reproductive energy. But according to the many systems, what is a life if you cannot live for sex? You're supposed to have, they call reproductive energy in the body, to reproduce, not to live for it. So practicing Ojas, if you want to awaken Kundalini, practicing Ojas is very important. Harnessing Ojas is very important to create a glow inside the body so your chakras can awaken. Your energy can transcend. On that note, Seema, I hope you got your question. Thank you. Namaste, everyone. I think that will be enough for today. If you have any question in the group live right now, please do ask. If not, you can always send a message. We can always get in touch. Thank you, everyone. Pranam.